Okay, guys, this is going to be off the very tongue-in-cheek, off my cuff. I just want to say something. It's going to kind of go all over the place here. So, I'm about this conflict in Ukraine. It's driving me crazy. I walk into stores and fucking people have either Ukrainian flags splashed across their cash register, help support the Ukrainian effort or whatever the fuck they're supporting. All these people, these poor people in Ukraine. First of all, war is a horrible thing. I don't want to see war in any place of the planet. Unnecessary death is just, no one wants a war. And I don't support either side in the issue. But what I don't understand is you fucking sheeple. Just all of a sudden, is this like the bandwagon thing to do? Jump on this crisis and show your support? So many people coming out of the woodworks for this. Fuck. Let's look at Yemen. The biggest humanitarian crisis in the world. It's been going on since 2014 too. Saudi Arabia is in there, their intervention. There's 100,000 people a year dying from war in there. And then a lot more from famine and everything else. It's U.S.-backed military equipment going in there. Saudi Arabia is the U.S.'s biggest buyer of military hardware. And where do you think they're using it? In Yemen. But no one bats a fucking eye over the death and destruction that's going on there. No one even hears about it. No one cares about it. But all of a sudden something like this in Ukraine happens. Western media smears it and makes it the number one thing, and the whole world wants to jump on board. For you people that are doing this and don't give a shit about any other humanitarian crisis around the world or any other war, you're sad. Okay, and I've spent a lot of time, I told you I'm going to jump here. Do I agree with what's going on in there? No, I don't. But I've spent a lot of time, I talked to a lot of people. Oh, Putin's, he wants to commit genocide. He wants to take over the world. He's going to go after the other non-NATO countries. No, you people, stop getting your information off CNN or social media. And that's another thing. The fact that you fucking Western media bans any other media like our Russian television or any other source of Eastern news or any other source that contradicts what they're saying. Fuck no. Whether you agree with what's being said or not, you should have the right to choose and hear all the information before you make a decision. You people that are listening to CNN or reading the local splash on your internet page and going that as gospel are wrong. Do your research. There's a lot of interviews. Whether you watch the Oliver Stone interview from 2000 whatever, to watch Putin interviews, to watch Vice did the stories on Ukraine. This has been going on. Listen, Ukraine is a bigger issue than Putin just going in there off the cuff. What do you do with a wild dog when you back it into a corner? It's either going to turtle or it's going to come out biting. And this is exactly what the United Nations and the United States have done. To say that they for you people that don't think this was caused by them, they pushed Russia into a corner. Fuck, man, you people don't know what you're talking about. There's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts in this factor, and it's a lot more than just Putin got bored one day and said, oh, there's been atrocities committed in Ukraine since 2004, since 2008. Russian people, Ukraine is full of Nazis. You think I'm full of shit? Do your research. The Russian people in Ukraine have been, fuck man, they've been treated horribly. Now, I'm not supporting Russia. I'm not saying I support Putin by any means. But man, you know your stories. You're hearing the CNN side of it. The fact is that this has been going on for a long time, and they've been poking the bear for a long time. And if NATO and the U.S. would have left alone, this wouldn't be here. They pushed this on themselves. And to say the gas prices are because of this war, no, they're not. They might not help a little bit, but they're not. Inflation was going up since Biden took over. Okay, there's ways around, like this is just, oh my God. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's ridiculous. And I'm more mad at the media, the side of it. The shit that comes out of Western media is a load of shit. Whether you're on the right, whether you're on the left, whether you watch CNN or you watch Fox News. It's all the same shit coming out of there. And fuck, you can't believe half of it. If you are lucky enough to get a chance to see Eastern news like Russian television, RT America or anything like that, if you can still get it, which I'm lucky enough I can, you see a totally different picture. Then you got to see, well, who's right and who's wrong. But there's so much shit that's being spread that's not true. My God, man. All I'm saying is, you people want to jump on a bandwagon and say, wave a Ukrainian flag around. Well, wave a red, white, and black flag around for Yemen too, and other conflicts around the world. Because this is by far not the biggest one. Stop listening. This whole rant is about the media, and stop listening to Western media so much and taking it as gospel. God forbid. Take some time and do some research and read some stories and articles and watch some news clips and interviews and make an informed decision. Someone told me the other day, when there's being reports on all forms of media, that Russian people in North America and the Western Hemisphere are being attacked and businesses are being desecrated and everything else. There's no need for that. Someone says, well, maybe they should put a Ukrainian flag in their window saying they support Ukraine. And then the Russian businesses won't get, restaurants and whatnot won't get attacked and vandalized. You know what? Fuck. That was a good idea. Hitler come up with that too. And he said, hey, let's put the Star of David in Jewish places so people know not to shop there. Or you have to have a sign in your business saying you don't let Jewish shoppers in your store. That's absolutely asinine. No one has a right to go after someone that's been living in North America, living in Canada, living in the United States 20, 30, 40 years, and all of a sudden want to hurt their business or act out against them because of their heritage, because of where they were born or where their grandparents were born. Give your head a shake. No one should have to put a sign in their window. Don't listen to the media, guys. Fuck. Do your homework. It was the same thing when whether you like Donald Trump or not. Okay, everyone, CNN said he's a Nazi. He promotes this. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ. He's the only president that didn't get the country into a war. He brought the inflation rate down to 1 point something percent. What has Biden got it at now? Almost 7? Fuck, the American people were energy independent. Now they're looking at buying oil out of Venezuela, Iran, the Middle East. Anyways, guys, this is just my 2 cents, and all I'm asking to get out of this, whether you agree with me or don't agree with me, whatever, that's your choice. But for God's sakes, don't turn on a TV and start spewing to your friends at the next coffee shop or to your family or friends while you're texting or talking to them and say, CNN said this, CNN said this, CNN said Putin's going to commit genocide, CNN said this, CNN. You know what? Fuck. Do your homework. Okay? And for God, most importantly of all, don't take any media, Western media, Eastern media, any media is gospel. Listen to both sides of the story before you make a decision and open up your mouths. Thank you. That's all I got to say.